Trigger warning, secondhand embarrassment. Every time somebody sees my husband, they're like, oh my God, that man is so fine. Where do I get me one of them? And here's the thing, Dan is a Serbian man. He's a Balkan man. And one thing about Balkan men is that they are not for the weak, okay? True story. In one of our earlier dates, I would make the effort to get dressed up, hair done, makeup, everything, outfit. Thought I was eating, thought I was serving. And during one of our dinner dates, he's looking at me into my eyes, right? His piercing green eyes are staring into my soul. He's interested in what I'm saying. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, this man is eating it up. He's so obsessed. He's in love with me. Oh, girl, we are locked in. This man, after I am done giving him a spiel on God knows what, looks at me deep in my eyes and says, you have mustache. And I said, rewind, come again. You have mustache. Oh, he repeated himself. He repeated himself for clarity because obviously I didn't hear him well the first time. And then he goes, you have hair on upper lip. I didn't need you to point out the geography in which hair is growing on my face, sir. On my face. And then he proceeded to go back to eating his steak dinner. And I cried myself to sleep that night from embarrassment.
I screenshot everything. You confess your love, I screenshotted that. You sent me something weird, I screenshotted that. You sent me a little something sus, I screenshotted that. Because one thing about me is that I always have receipts on deck. You will never play with me because I always have receipts.
At this point, whatever the requirements are to finding your person, I'm ready to do. If I gotta move to another state, if I gotta move to another country, I am ready to do it at this point. Because this is ghetto. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I am so ready to wake up and see that person for the rest of my life. I'm ready to go to sleep next to them. I'm ready to come home to them. I'm ready for us to create our own tradition and create our own little memories and start a family. And I'm ready for all of that, okay? I'm ready to make up after disagreements. I'm ready. What? What is that? What does it take? Because at this point, I'm ready. I'm just ready. Look, I'm ready. Where? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está mi amor? Because I'm just ready. So whatever the requirements are, do I need to start a new Amazon Prime account? I don't know what needs to happen because I'm just ready for my person.
As a female, honestly, I could see why dudes be hating us or getting mad. I went on a date last night. He was very nice, picked me up, took me to dinner, and I made sure we had the best time of our life. I was nice. He would have never been able to think that in my head, I'm just thinking about how this man has never seen me again.
I don't know, y'all know this is not the most popular thing to say amidst the sprinkle movement, but I gotta support y'all from afar. I can't do it. I'm not the type of person who can convince myself to do things I don't enjoy. If I hate doing something, I can't do it. Not even if the motivation is to have all my bills paid. I don't care. I can't sit across from the table at dinner and pretend that I'm having a good time just because I know later on he's gonna pay my bills. It's not worth it to me, babes. I'll ask my parents for the money first. Before I subject myself to pretending to enjoy the company of a man who I know probably don't even care about me before I ever do that, baby, I'll just get a job. I'll just get a regular job that I hate. At least then I won't be tied to a man that I don't care about. It's too many people in my life that I know, they got me before I have to subject myself to that. And it's too many money-making opportunities in the world for me to cling to this man just because the wallet is big. It's not worth it to me. And trust me, I understand the motivation. I understand that this movement was really fueled by so many women having experienced the reality of romantic relationships with men, because the reality is a lot of these men are really only worth what they can provide. A lot of them don't have a lot more to offer. For a lot of them, the most that you're going to get out of it, the most fulfilling thing that you're going to get out of it is that check. So I do understand. But for me, I'd rather just be alone, or I don't know, get a high paying job, or I don't know, baby, anything but that. And we see so many instances of women staying in relationships where they're not being treated well, or they're not being respected. because he has money. Like this whole Jazzy Brown and whatever that man's name is. What is this? I don't know. That whole situation, Cam Newton, that whole situation, when she did that stand-up, right when she was still pregnant, she was talking about, yeah, y'all would do it too if he was a millionaire. You would do it. I'm not doing it, baby. The money's just not worth it to me. It's not. It's not worth my self-respect. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many bills you pay or how many purses you buy me or how many vacations we go on. If you're not going to respect me and I'm not going to feel good in this relationship and it's not going to be a relationship I'm proud to be in, then I don't want to be in it. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not an actress. I cannot keep consistently pretending that I'm enjoying this relationship or pretending that this is the right thing for me to be doing just because my bills are getting paid. I'm not an actress. That's not what I do. Surely there is more for me on God's green earth than attaching myself to a man who I don't like, or a man who doesn't care about me, or a man who is not treating me the way I want to be treated just for the sake of a couple of handbags. There has to be more out there for me. And honestly, me subjecting myself to that sort of treatment for the sake of getting my bills paid, it feels a little too close to sex work for me. I can't lie. It's a little too close for my liking. And there's nothing wrong with sex workers, girl. Get it how you live. That's just not how I live. I can't do it. More power to you.
Exactly, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And so many modern women, sprinkle women, followers of Shira 7, don't want to acknowledge that that's exactly what it is. That's what you're doing. And even if you don't listen to that, you've probably heard clips of what she's talked about, or other women that, oh, be soft, be in your feminine, manifest the man. He's got to have this amount of money. He's got to have this amount of height, 6-pack abs, so on. And then I've heard some say 6 inches, just a whole bunch of nonsense that continues to come out of their mouth day in and day out. And you subscribe to it. They just get tired of doing what adults are supposed to do. They just get tired of being that strong, independent woman that society has told them that they need to be. Oh, man, I'm doing it. I'm running and I'm getting the bag coming through, man, and I'm swinging the jag. Shut up. Shut up. You don't want to do that. We know you don't want to do that. We know you're looking for somebody to sponsor you. And that's why you're out here on these websites looking for men that want to do it. Should men be doing it? No, they shouldn't. To be fair. Stop doing that. I'm begging you, please stop doing that. These women are wasting your time. They're wasting your money. But once again, you're a grown man. I can't tell you what to do with your time. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Just like I can't tell you to marry, who to have kids with. All I can ask you to do is do your due diligence. I might vehemently disagree, but do your due diligence, my man, please. But these women be in trouble, and they know they be in trouble. But the least they say to themselves, I can do is get a bag out of it. I know this man ain't gonna like me because I ain't got nothing to offer. But at least I can get myself so dressed up, so pretty that maybe, just maybe, he'll buy me a bag. What kind of life is that? Self-esteem is in the pit.
Y'all, so please tell me why I went on a date, man. We sitting at the table, and I got to looking at him. He a fine little piece of something. I looked at him. Yeah, I looked dead at this man. I looked dead at him, bro. And I was like, I'll f*** you. Intrusive thoughts be on, baby, and they get me every time. Bro, been blowing on my phone since we left the date, bro. I'm not... Just because I was thinking that don't mean I'm gonna do that. I mean, I want to do that. I want to do that real bad. But I ain't gonna do it. I was just thinking it. But oh, that man was a fine piece of something. Oh, fine piece of something.
Everyone always asks me what my type is. My type is men that only want to sleep with me, not actually date me. That's my type.
Oh, man. Trying, you're slipping away from me. Let's go over here. All right. I don't like the way you're holding my hand. You're, like, pulling me apart. Daniel. Don't yell at me. I'm not. What is wrong? I'm not trying to argue with you right now. I told you, listen. I'm not trying to argue with you for real. I told you coming in, this is a lot for me. Just be mindful of that. This is a lot.
It.
It doesn't seem like you get it. I'm just not used to this openness. Just be mindful of me. When you're pulling away, you don't like I'm on your hand. Just cut me some slack, baby. Come on. I was in prison for 5 years.
I'm not about to do this right now.
It's okay. Look at me.
Hey, I just don't want to argue with you. Like, I'm serious. I'm sorry that I don't understand. Like, I can't. Can you just give me a hug? Like, no, stop. I'm not trying to argue with you.
Then don't cuss at me. You don't cuss at me and come in for a hug. I don't want no hug when you're cussing at me.
Yeah, can you take a walk with you? I just didn't know why, like, this is so upsetting and hard for you. I don't understand what the problem is. He can't even take a walk with me. What's wrong with him? That's so annoying. I didn't realize it would be that hard for him to just take a walk. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just upsetting. Like, he's actually mad at me. Like, I don't know what I did.
Somebody in the comments said you would think that she was the one getting out of prison. And if you don't know about this show, quick recap, he, I think, got out of prison, and the show's about people living their life after lockup. And apparently he'd been in prison for 5 years. And this is what he comes home to. I guess they got together when he was in prison. And now, if you've been watching my channel, you've probably seen a couple of clips in my videos of him and her together. And she is an absolute nightmare. And every single time I come across these clips, it just further confirms. And even women in the comments are saying, please run, get the heck out of there. She's a red flag. Other things about roasting her, about her hair and her split ends and all that other stuff. But we're not going, some of these women can be ruthless. But the point is, and the point that actually really matters, is that she's very toxic. And even women have to acknowledge that this man is in a dangerous spot and needs to get out of there.
Let's just read the comments first. Silent repost. The best wives I've ever known. Honey, everybody be amazed at my transformation. My For You page said, for you. This was so inspirational, sisterin'. Thank you. I'm up next. Jesus Christ. Don't mind me, no haircut, my barber is out of town. The hardest pill to swallow is to realize that one day you, brother, you might be cuffing a retired. After all these years of being single, you think that girl isn't adding body after body after body, doing Pilates, going to the club, getting drunk, being a hottie. I love the idea of marriage, but most of these girls are bops. Some of them aren't, but a lot are. And a lot of you guys are gonna have to settle down with as a wife. I remember when a dude told me, right, he was cool guy. I think he got me on TikTok cool. He told me, he was like, yeah, bro, when my girl was in college, she told me she got a train ran on her. And I'm like, yo, you still with her? He like, yeah, bro, she actually treats me good, and you feel me? She spoils me. And I'm like, all right, big dog. A small price to pay.
A lot of you piss me off with that women in men's field, posting screenshots of your text being like, women in men's fields. He never would have replied to you if you said that to him. He never would have replied to you. That would have never even delivered, actually. So I don't know what the you're talking about. Women in men's fields. That is very much women in women's fields. He would have never replied to that. Ever. You, like, when you entertain the disrespect, you're still entertaining him. Like, what's not clicking here? Just because you had a sassy reply? No, you're still entertaining that. Stop it. You guys piss me off. Stop it.
Can we just stop using the word simp, okay? Because when you say simp, you're like insulting yourself, Nora, and you're insulting Catchy too, because it means suckers idolizing mediocre. So you're calling yourself mediocre if you say that.
Oh my god, I forgot that that's the meaning.
That's what it actually means.
Yes,
damn.
That's exactly what simp means. Yes, it is, Chat.
You made that up.
I'm 100% right.
Since when, yeah. No,
Since the beginning.
It means squirrels in my pants.
Okay, then why is it why do people always use it in regards to people like treating women nice?
I don't know. It's literally squirrels in my pants from Phineas and Ferb.
I'm right.
The amount of women that don't be experiencing this, it's crazy. It feels good.
More players.
Foreplay's not in the bed, fellas. By the time you touch our body, we are having that is called engagement. Foreplay is how's your day going? When we're leaving dinner? So, are you free tomorrow? Get on it. You let me go home without selling another date?
Wow.
Did you make it home? Foreplay is can't see you today because you said we couldn't see each other tomorrow because you was flying out. You won't be back until say 3-4 days. Here goes some. Here goes $50, $30. I don't care the amount. It's not the amount. It's the principle. Here goes this Cash App, Zelle, whatever y'all do for breakfast. I see you're traveling. Do you got transportation from the airport to your room?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good? Okay. When you get there, do you mind letting me know where you're staying in your room number? Just want to make sure you're safe. Now for a fatherless girl,
That's gonna be.
she gonna say he crazy.
Yeah.
But for a woman, okay, who ain't perfect but don't have daddy issues,
Right.
she gonna say, I'm staying room. Send some flowers.
Send some flowers.
Send a book. My favorite wine is Riesling. Send me a bottle of Riesling, my love. And then put in there just thinking about you. That's foreplay.
I'm in Target and this man comes up to me. He's like, I know you don't work here, but I need help looking for makeup for this girl. Like, this is like my future girlfriend. I said, okay, like, sure, yeah, I'll help you. And I was so willing to help him. So I'm like, yeah, let me see a picture of your girlfriend so that I know what type of makeup that she wears. This nigga pulls out his phone, flips the camera on me and goes, yeah, I just walked away. It would have been smooth had he been cute.
So I just heard a woman on a podcast admit that she's been cheating on her husband and he found out. And so they ended up going to therapy, but then plot twist, she is taking zero accountability and she's playing the victim card. She even goes on to say that the therapist agreed with her, telling her that the husband drove her to do it. The lack of accountability amongst women these days is unreal. You guys cheat, it's the husband's fault. The guy cheats on you, it's also his fault. So sick and tired of seeing women take zero accountability even when they're the ones that did the action, even when they're the ones that are at fault. Still, zero accountability. And you wonder why men are not pursuing anymore. Then you wonder why.
I done seen like 3 posts talking about before you text him first, remember it's a girl on his phone that didn't have to. Good for her. Good for her. I'll call that phone to the blow up. I really never cared. Thank you though for the advice.
Well, I'm triggered. I want a shot. How do you feel about that?
Take a shot.
Yeah. I was seeing how supportive you were going to be, and you failed. You failed that.
I didn't feel anything. That's your own problem that
Good
you
job.
have to deal with.
Thank you for the support.
That's literally your own problem, though.
I can't do this. I can't be around that.
What's up, guys? It's Tay Tay Baby, and I want to talk about something today that I seen, and I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. No judgment, just an opinion. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. I gave you that option now because I'm very opinionated. So if you don't like it, all the feelings you're about to feel right now and get offended about because you might be a part of this group, told you to leave. Next. So right here it says, unfortunately, I'd rather be single for the rest of my life than argue with a man about his Instagram following. Now, I'm going to show you all the comments that the women said down below, and then I'm going to get to what I feel about this topic, okay? You got Exhibit A, Instagram following, liking picture, liking stories, I was born in the wrong generation, social media killed romance, or sending paragraphs just to make him understand how his behavior affects us. Next one, why are they all so adamant about following a whole bunch of girls? It's so weird. They just don't understand how it affects us, or arguing with them about their wondering eyes. Next. Look at this psycho. I deleted his Gmail and he's still mad because he can't receive or gift any skins on Fortnite because he needs to confirm his email. I don't see how that's funny. Women are so weird. First and foremost, I don't believe in touching somebody's stuff. If your man's actively doing things that he should not be doing and you've told him a million times, he either doesn't respect you or he doesn't give a f. And guess what? That's a guy you don't want to be with. So you should probably drop him. So now let's get into the topic. So here's my theory. Women are always screaming at the top of their lungs, women empowerment, queens supporting queens. So since you guys started that whole movement of like, you know, liberation and showing your chesticles and showing your nips and whatever the you guys do, I don't care. When you guys started that movement and you started realizing that it backfired because it only made men 10 times sicker, even though they were not all men, just the ones we're talking about, the ones that have a lustful mindset. Why did you guys think that that was going to help or cure men? And the reason why I'm saying the women empowerment thing is because since you guys are all about women empowerment and sis you know, appreciating sisterhood, whatever the movement is, I don't even know because I'm not a part of that crap. Why don't you guys collectively make a pack and stop posting certain videos and pictures? Do you know that if every woman collectively stopped posting thirst traps, bikini pictures, shaking, anything of that nature, what the would a man have to look at? If we all boycotted, whatever you want to call it, and say, hey, we're not going to show our bodies off no more, we're not going to do any of that anymore, and let's stop doing that, what would they lust after? It will never happen because women feed off of attention. Women feed off of, look at my body, tell me I'm not wrong. We all know a girl who has a big butt and she lets everybody know with every post. She could be making cereal and she's clapping it while she's making cereal because that's her whole aesthetic, is showing her body off. Women naturally care a lot about attention and they need attention 24/7. Not all women, but a lot of women are set up like this, especially insecure ones. So my theory is, why don't you guys all collectively stop posting certain pictures? Then what the heck do men have to look at? I don't see the point of posting bikini pictures. I don't see the point of making a gym video and it's back day and you're holding the camera. I don't see the point of that. Women are gorgeous. There's so many beautiful ethnicities, so many beautiful women. I don't think you have to flaunt things necessarily to show you're beautiful or to show you have certain assets. I don't see that. Like, I don't see why you have to do that. But again, this is just my mindset. If women really wanted to change the game, why not do that? And then a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, men are lustful. It's men's fault. They should learn to control themselves. So you mean to tell me you guys would rather encourage each other more to dress more, post more things, but men have to control themselves? No, how about you guys start it and learn to wear things that look properly, learn to post things that look good, and stop overdoing stuff. It's simple. Learn to love yourself enough to not have to post your ass on social media. I don't know any woman who loves themselves who has to show off their body 24/7. And you know what I'm talking about, y'all? It's different. I'm not talking about gym creators. I'm not talking about women who model. I'm not talking about any of those girls. I'm talking about girls who are on social media actively. You got less than 1,000 followers and you're showing your body all the time for free. For what? You see what I mean? So this is my theory, y'all, because like I said, men aren't going to get any better. So why don't you guys start the pack of not showing certain things off, especially if you got a man? What's the point of a bikini pic? What's the point of clapping your buns in the camera? What could a guy like then? What appeal could a guy see if you guys prevent it from that? Hence why back in the day, women used to be covered up. I think there was a reason for that. But now we're all liberated and free, which has backfired 10 times on women. But hey, this is going to go over your head. I'm going to be a pick-me instead of just changing your behavior and taking the accountability. You want men to change, but it takes two to tango. You control how people look at you. You control how people perceive you. So if I walk into a room and I'm wearing fishnets and my tits are hanging to the floor, people are going to look at me like I'm a 304. But if I come in and I dress professional, I look the part. Hey, but you know what? I'm yapping.
Yeah, you yapping, you can make a lot of them mad. They gonna say, well, a man's gonna touch anything moving. He's gonna get with anything moving. They gonna exclude all of the other dudes that have not touched them, that have walked past women. And gonna say all men are doing this. All men are putting their hands on other women. It's never the woman's fault. Now, once again, to throw in the disclaimer, because sometimes modern women act like they don't hear what you're saying. If a man is lusting after you, he should not be doing that. If a man thinks that he's entitled to your body, he should not be doing that. Got it. But too many times modern women be acting like dogs, be exhibiting dog behavior, and be wondering at the end of that dog behavior why they attract that. Why they attract dogs, the biggest of them, the baddest of them, the ones that be barking, arf, arf, bark, bark, all up in the hallway, bark, bark, all up in the yard, all up on the sidewalk, taking up space, hogging up the lane, boss hogging. Mad at these guys. Because this is what you attracted. Where the good men at? Where the men that like to court? What the men that like to be chivalrous? The generous men. Why would a man want that? He keep on telling you to cover up. He keep on telling you he want that for himself. I want a guy that's in it for me, that wants only me, that wants that just wants that loves and wants everything about me. I saw you, I wanted you. I don't want no other man to have you. All right? And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm taking you out on dates. I'm paying for stuff. I'm buying stuff. And you still think that it's okay for you to show your body. Well, this is what I was doing before you. You knew it was this way, so I'm going to continue to do it. Y'all don't get it, man. I don't know where y'all get your information from, but y'all don't get it. Y'all really don't understand or respect men. And y'all wonder why y'all can't find one. Y'all wonder why men keep on disrespecting y'all. Because y'all put yourself in a position to be disrespected. And when y'all find that men that are naturally disrespectful, that's who they are. That's who they've made themselves to be over the years. Y'all find that out. Now y'all mad and upset that the dudes that y'all don't like, y'all attracting. Modern women logic.
You know, single men nowadays be coming out with you talking about like, oh my God, I was so busy. I was so slammed at work. I couldn't check up on you. I couldn't call you. La, 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 la. But married men be having a full-time wife, part-time side. They have time to pick up their kids and they have time to attend their sports events. And you over here telling me you ain't got no time to check up on me, call me. Exactly. Learn from married men.
Where are you guys getting your boyfriends? Because all the boyfriends that I see on the interwebs, I'm like, dang, I really wish I could get one of those. All the men I talk to play me. I just saw one of my favorite influencers post her and her boyfriend, and I'm happy for her. Do not get it twisted. I'm happy for her. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, where can I get one of those? But at the same time, I'm loving celibacy. I'm loving abstinence. I'm loving staying true.